teach that to your kids, just to take a book and read. It doesn't matter whether they understand or not. It's just doing it. It's progress over perfection. Hello everyone, this is Patri, and today I'm here to share with you some tips about how to get into the habit of reading. One of the core values or principles of PSSM is that swadhyaya, that is reading books, is very very essential. Reading spiritual books, new age books, experiences by other masters, it is very important and critical for our own evolution, spiritual evolution, and increasing our own, widening our own perceptions and understanding. This is an essential step in the spiritual practice. But I hear many people say that, maybe they are not used to reading books. Maybe they have just read the academic books and never really read any other outside books, so it may be difficult for some people to start reading a book, to start or even rather finishing a book, because we are now mostly surrounded by a lot of visual stimulation, whether it is videos on YouTube, Facebook, social media, on TV. So there's a lot of visual stimulation happening, and to take a book and start reading is, and especially if you see the number of pages, we may even get intimidated by it, and we may never get to read the book. We may buy the book, but it may sit on our shelf forever, and we may never get to it. So today I'm here to give you some of my learning, or how I got into reading, tips about that. So when I was a child, my father, he used to come and say, "Hey, uh, read a book. Take this book and read it." And I was probably around 8 years, 7 years old, and it used to be an actual spiritual book. I mean, probably what I would read right now. Um, and at that time, and I would take that book and I would read it, and sometimes I say, "Hey dad, I don't understand what this is." And so he would tell me, "Just read it. You don't have to understand what it is. You don't have to get what it is, because sometimes we get stuck. If you're not understanding it, we get stuck and the progress never happens." So he would just tell me, "Just read it. You don't have to understand it. Just finish the book." And that's what I would do, and get another book, do it. So what that really did to me was, it created a discipline and created a habit of reading and overcoming that resistance of completing a book. So slowly, as I was reading, as I got into that habit of reading, when I started understanding things, I really enjoyed the reading part. It came very natural to me. It is like, in fact, I would say, tell to all the parents to teach that to your kids, just to take a book and read. It doesn't matter whether they understand or not. That is not the point. It is about getting into that practice, into that habit. Like any other thing, whether you're learning to play tennis or piano, or cooking, whatever that is. If it's a new thing, you're not really and if you don't understand it, you probably will get stuck. You don't want to move ahead if you're not good at it normally. But just doing it is, it's progress over perfection. And that's the thing. As we start doing it, as we start pushing ourselves to go and finish it, we get into that and create a habit. Every day, half an hour, I'm going to read this book. So when we establish those discipline and practices, we will successfully in time create that habit, and eventually you will start enjoying reading a book more than watching any show on the TV. So this is my tip, to all who are struggling with reading a book. Just pick a book and give yourself that time, that discipline, and put it on your calendar. Block that time and say, "This is my reading time. No matter what, I'm going to do it." And slowly, as you keep doing it, and you will create that habit. And another great tip is to create book clubs. Join a book club, read it with somebody else, with a group. That can also bring a kind of excitement and motivation to finish the book and be with the group. Thank you very much. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and please subscribe to PMC Global.